This lens is one of the best investments I ever made in the world of photography. Hey guys, welcome to Lights and Buttons. A lot of times you're faced with the dilemma of, should I pack more equipment so that I have more versatility, or should I pack less and be more mobile? The event I'm going to, which is the Penn State Dance Marathon of 2018, and just a little plug since I was involved when I was a college student. This is an organization that's run by Penn State students. It raises money for kids with cancer, and if you're interested in learning more, click on the link below. We celebrate by having a 46-hour dance marathon at State College in Pennsylvania, and it's going to be an exciting event. So I'm going to be bringing my camera gear and documenting with photos and videos of this awesome event. That event does not allow backpacks of this size. With this camera backpack setup, it allows me to have larger capacity so I can hold stuff like this. This is the Nikon 70-200 f2.8 lens, and it's so huge. Just to compare, this is the setup I had before. It's so huge that it has its own tripod mount because the center of gravity shifts from the DSLR body to the lens. But we don't always have that option. Sometimes we have to travel light. Instead, I'm going to pack a little bit lighter. Actually, a lot lighter. Try something like this. This is actually a fishing bag that I got from Walmart a bunch of years ago, and one thing I like about it is that it doesn't really stand out, so if I'm walking around the streets, it doesn't really rob me. When I buy a camera bag, by the way, I never buy anything that says Nikon, Canon, Sony, anything like that. When I'm traveling and I don't have my camera out and I'm going from destination to destination, I don't want to paint a bullseye on the back of my head. So how do I get everything to fit? Well, that takes some planning. In this case, the lens that I selected is my ultra zoom lens. It's the Nikon 18-200mm lens. So back in the day, this was the only lens that I can choose from if I wanted to do a super zoom. So this is an 11.1x zoom lens that goes from 18mm all the way to 200mm. It's also a VR lens, so this is an image stabilized lens, which is equivalent to the IS lenses in the Canon setup. Each brand has their own labeling, so check your manufacturer if you have any questions. I have used this lens on countless occasions, and this is actually one of my favorite lenses. Now, the argument against super zoom lenses is that they're the jack of all trades but master of none. Right? You got 18mm all the way to 200mm, and then you want to have sharp images. Well, something has to give, because the drawback of this lens is that it's not the sharpest lens. Typically, zoom lenses aren't as sharp as primes, although as technology progresses, that gap is starting to close. But in this case, for me, the quality is good enough that when I'm traveling, I'm not a professional photographer, I do this for fun. If I want to travel light, then I have the option of bringing one lens that does it all. But even with a bag this small, I can still bring my DSLR without the battery grip. Unfortunately, the battery grip makes it a little bit too large. I can bring the camera body, this lens, plus a smaller lens, so I can have a secondary lens while I'm traveling and still be mobile. With the extra compartments on the camera bag, I can also bring my flash. Yes, the front compartment actually is big enough to hold my SB600 flash. I can also bring extra batteries and also some lens wipes just in case if any fingerprints gets on my filter. So if you decide you want to get a fishing bag / camera bag like this, all you have to do is loop this around kind of like a sling, and then you have your shoulder pad, which is pretty nice. If you want to have your camera in front, that works. If you want to have it in the back, you can have that too. To get to your camera, unzip, bring it out, and boom, you're ready to take pictures. Don't forget to like and subscribe. If you have any questions, feel free to leave them in the comments below. I hope to see you in the next video.